Hey, what's up? Dr. Kai Dupre here, coming to you live from Toronto, Canada. I've been here for the last couple of days teaching a course and administering a Azure Fundamentals or Azure AZ900 exam. I wanted to take a minute to record a quick video because someone asked me a question recently and it made me think about something that I wanted to share with you guys. First of all, again, Happy New Year, and also this is episode 32, Coding While Black. And what I want to talk about today is Tuesday or Wednesday, January 9th, I believe, 2020. You can see the snow in the background here in Toronto. Also can see I'm rocking my Toronto Raptors hat. I'm not a Raptors fan, but something I'm starting to do as I travel so much, and I'm an NBA fan, is collect these hats. So now I got one from Brooklyn, I got one recently from San Antonio, and I got one recently from Dallas. I got one from Dallas. I'm not gonna be out here long because it's freezing, bruh, for real. But here's what I want to talk about. One of the main things you have to do in the software development world or in the technical world is you have to stay on point. You have to stay relevant. You have to stay up to date. And I've talked about this a little bit in some of my previous videos. But what I want to mention right now is this idea of investing in yourself. Every time someone asks me for a resource to learn Azure or for a resource to learn Python or some programming language or whatever the technical information they're looking for, the next thing they say is it free? And there's a lot of free stuff out there, and usually you get what you pay for. But the idea I want to share with you today is you need to become comfortable investing in yourself. This is a lesson that I learned 30 years ago. I can remember this like it was yesterday. I graduated from college. I had studied computer science. And most of my classes or courses that I took undergrad, they were all focused on the mainframe. And we had a couple classes on basic programming. And for those of you who remember BASIC, Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code, but that was it. I think I took a Pascal class, but the bulk of it was Fortran, COBOL, and mainframe languages. I get my first opportunity at a job, my first job offered to be a developer, a junior programmer, they called it back then, and it was all PC. And it was I needed to learn a programming language called Turbo Pascal. I needed to learn the operating system more than the language because I had studied the language in college, but I needed to learn DOS, right? I hadn't learned anything about the DOS operating system in college. And so I went to the bookstore back then. It was B. Dalton, and I went to purchase a book on DOS, and that book was like $40. Maybe it was $30, but this was back in like 1987. That book was $40. And I looked at that book and went, I'm not paying no damn $40 for this book. I'm still in debt for my college school loans. And my girlfriend at the time looked at me and said, Kai, you're making $22,000 a year. I think you can invest $40 in your future and you'll continue learning. And that's a lesson that I have carried forward for my entire 30-year career. And nowadays, you don't even have to spend that kind of money. You can go online and spend $10, $15, $20 on all of these technologies that you want to learn. So you need to become comfortable with that. You can take $20 and turn that into a certification, turn that into a career, into a job, into an opportunity. So take advantage and get into the habit. I still constantly, 24/7, I'm buying books, I'm buying PDFs, I'm buying webinars, I'm buying videos, I'm buying online courses, and I teach, right? Most of this stuff I already know, but I'm buying it because it's cheap and I'm continuing to invest in myself, and I always learn something that I can use going forward. Always, always, always. I teach Azure Fundamentals. I just purchased an Azure Fundamentals preparation guide so that I can use it as a resource to learn what I don't know and to pass it on to folks so they can continue to learn. But my point is, get away from this notion of what I had when I first graduated college in '87 and was saying I'm not spending $40 on no book. Think of it as an investment. Think of it as money well spent, because it is money well spent. Anytime you become more knowledgeable, anytime you add more skill, anytime you add a certification or any kind of way to differentiate yourself and point out what you know, you're going to benefit from that, and you're going to benefit from that monetarily. Okay, so that's my message for today. Invest in yourself. Go to Udemy, go to Udacity, buy books, go to some of these online sources. I just bought one the other day on I think it was Udemy. I think it was a course on PowerShell. Okay, $9.99. And don't act like you don't have the money. Every time I look around, I see brothers wearing Jordans, hats, sweatshirts, all kinds of stuff. Take some of that money and invest in yourself, and invest in the knowledge you can gain, and invest in your skills, and use that to make money, and then reward yourself and buy you a pair of Jordans. But don't be afraid to invest. Spending money. Stop looking for free. It will pay off. Trust. Once again, it's your boy, Dr. Kai Dupuy, Code and Wild Black, coming to you live from Canada with the snow. You guys can see it in the background. It's actually starting to snow right now. My hand is frozen. So I'm out. Peace.